da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Okay. Is this recording? It should be, right? Yeah, okay. Skip. Um, I'm curious to take a look. No, I don't want to see seal. I hate you, seal. Skip. I'll eat in class. Skip. Skip. Yeah, holding myself and head back to the mansion. Skip. Huh? I walk along a different path than the one I usually take. Passing through unfamiliar streets, I slowly approach the Toner mansion. Whatever second option. No, not a second option. What's this? It's trying to sound completely unfamiliar. I do have a second option here. It's the sisters, or it's my sister I'm thinking about. After all, I had lived here up until 9 years old, 8 years ago. This is not the first time I've taken this path back to the mansion. Things are a little complex. The path is nostalgic yet fresh. Up until now, just now, I had not looked forward to returning to the Toner household. Now it doesn't seem so bad. Da da da. The house I lived in up until I was 9 years old. Right now, my sister Akia is in that utterly un-Japanese Western-style mansion. Tono Makihisa, my old man who hated me, who hated me at the mansion of the Tono household died a few days ago. My mother died from an illness after Aki was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to just me and my sister. Being the eldest son, you would think I would stand to become the Tono heir, but I have no such privilege. To become the Tono heir means being bound by a strict upbringing. I have lost count of the number of times my father had scolded me over my dislike of not being able to live freely. That was when I got involved in that accident and got my body became weakened. My father saw it as a good opportunity to get rid of me. His reading was something along the lines of someone who could die any moment can't be the heir, even if he is the eldest son. Sadly for my father, I betrayed the expectations by making a recovery, but my sister Akia, she was already doomed to be the heir to the Toner household. And so I've heard that Akia, who was already being raised harshly in order to become a proper daughter of the Tono household, received an even harsher upbringing then. Alright. That was a long time ago. I played together with Akia in the mansion back before the accident. After that, I never saw her again. The life in the mansion I abandoned 8 years ago. Those 8 years were long, and my memories of that time have largely faded. But in spite of that, there is one thing that even now continues to burn strong in my heart. That is about my little sister Aki, about the cheerful girl, about the girl by the window. Oh. So now they cut up. I see. So this is Kawaku, which is the one I was actually interested in. Actually no, I was interested in Hisu, but I thought Hisu was Kawaku in the flashback. Oh, whatever. As I said, I'm doing Akia, and then I'll do Kawaku. About my little sister Akia. You've already seen this scene, would you like to skip it? I would. You've already seen this scene, would you like to skip it? I would. This is a new one. Go to the sitting room and talk with Akia. Because I did not do this one before. Okay. Let's save from the top. Is it here? Yes it is, okay. When I go to the sitting room, Aki is relaxing there alone. There's no sign of Kwaku or Hisu. There are 2 teacups on the table, and Aki is using one of them. Oh. Do you drink tea after meals, Nii-san? No, nothing like that. I just thought I would come and talk to you. My expression tells her I'll go away if I'm bothering you. Then please sit down. Is tea alright for you? Ah, sure, I'll have anything that's nice. I actually prefer Japanese tea, but I'll keep that bit of selfishness to myself. I'll actually take the teapot and pours transparent red tea into another teacup. Thank you. I sit on the sofa and raise the teacup to my mouth. Before my eyes is the cool and collective Akia, and it makes me a bit uneasy. I came to talk to her, but to be honest, I really don't know what to say now that she's in front of me. Nii-san? You're very quiet. Didn't you come to talk to me? Arkia stares. The atmosphere is not so much that of a younger sister, but more like that of an unfamiliar young lady. It's not one in which I can speak freely. Well, I was just wondering what you have been doing for the past 8 years. It goes without saying, without Nissan around, father's attention turns solely to me. Arkia glares in complaint. It seems that in the last 8 years, of a taboo subject. And what about you? What have you been doing for 8 years? I sent many letters, but I didn't receive a single reply. Ack. I choke, involuntarily. Suddenly Arkia sent many letters. But I never replied. I was, of poor, correspondence, but at the bottom of my heart I wanted to sever all links with the toner mention, and that made me reluctant to write to Arkia. Well, don't worry about the letters. Even if you had answers, I'm sure father would never have allowed the replies into the house. More importantly, how do you feel? Returning to the mansion for the first time in 8 years. It has, changed very little, though there was some, restoration work done. In spite of Akia's words, the mansion is still completely unknown to me. 8 years ago, I was just a child. Even if I would remember the mansion a little, I feel like I'm in someone else's house, and it's very unsettling. Nissan? Oh no, I was just lost in thought for a moment. You say this mansion changed very little, but it's pretty unsettling for me. Though this sitting room and the lobby are kind of familiar, I can't really remember the corridor nor my room. Really? I guess 8 years is a long time. I guess that's it. It's like half my life so far. I can't really expect to have clear memories. Well, it's been 8 years, so it doesn't feel right, but I think I'll get used to it. I'll be thankful if you overlook my poor manners for a while. Please don't be ridiculous. I can hardly look any more leisurely upon Nissan's manners than I do already. But, that was close. I almost spilled the tea I was drinking. At supper, Akia looks at me into a cold sweat. After all I did was use the wrong knife. I see. You were being lenient back then. Yes. I am making, concessions appropriate to your abilities. Nissan has been brought up by the Arimas after all. As, Aunt, Kiko came from a branch family, a certain amount of, Lia's fare was permitted and you were spoiled, Nissan. The result is the supper we had a while ago. Well, it can't be helped, can it? We never really thought I'd be returning here. Is that so? You almost sound like you didn't want to return, Nissan. Don't be stupid, it's not like that. I may have had my doubts, but I couldn't just leave you alone here, could I? What kind of brother would do that? What kind of brother would I be then? Yes, that's the reason I returned. If it weren't for, Akia, I would never have returned. Since I, heard nothing for almost 8 years, I always wondered whether you were alright on your own. I came back to the mansion because I was worried about you. Looking a little off to the side, I put my honest feelings into words. Thank you. But I guess I was worried over nothing. In the past 8 years, you seem to have grown strong. I'm relieved but a little disappointed. No, a bit is saying too much, since I only had the image of the calm Akia back when she was small. The sharp Akia right now is like a completely different person. Really? I'm sorry, I didn't meet Nissan's expectations. Akia's eyes are scary. Crap, I think I may have said too much again. Well then, Nissan, how was life at the Arima's residence? Akia asked, still with the frowning expression. I feel like I'm under terrible pressure, even though I'm only talking to my younger sister. Nissan, did you hear what I said? I heard. Life at the Arimas, right? It was normal, there were no real problems. It seems it was more suited for me living there too. That's not what I meant. How was your health? I've heard you collapse a lot from your chronic anema. Oh yeah, I did for about a year after I left the hospital, but I'm okay now. I only had problems occasionally, about once a month. I'm certainly not frail enough to be worried about. Bluffing, I strike my chest with its scar. Akia nods in serious accents. But Nissan, you've also started wearing glasses. After going to the hospital, did your eyesight fall also? I see. Akia doesn't know I wear glasses or why I wear them. I can't just explain the lines are breaking or that they don't appear when I wear the glasses. Well, it's nothing. My eyes became a little strange after the accident. But it's not like my eyesight's gone bad, so it's not really a serious problem. Really? I was surprised when I saw you a while ago. I didn't know you had started wearing glasses, Nissan. Really? You seemed pretty calm back then. Of course. I was meeting you for the first time in 8 years. I couldn't let you see me acting strange. Akia's brow creases subtly. Oh, it's Kawaku. Akia-sama, the bath is ready. What should I do? Really? Thank you, Kawaku. I'll go soon, so go ahead. Ah, is that right? After all, you would actually with Shiki-sama. Shiki-sama might run away, but the bat won't. Please relax a little longer. I'm fine, it's fine. We weren't talking about anything important anyways. Akia stands and walks past Kawaku-san into the lobby. Kawaku-san follows Akia. Left alone in the sitting room, I finish the tea. Akia and Kawaku-san seem to be heading to the bath, so I guess I'll go back to my room. Hang on. Akia and Kawaku-san aren't going to the bath together, are they? No, I bet they are. Then maybe Kawaku-san would be washing her back. Of course, with another girl, that's no problem, but... Well, you're free to imagine whatever you wish, Nissan, but... Akia returns with amazing timing. Don't force Kisu to do stupid things. Unlike Kawaku, she doesn't really get jokes. Akia looks accusingly, as if she sees my thoughts. I'm surprised. Maybe this mansion has some listening devices. Wait, what are you doing back here? Weren't you taking a bath with Kawaku-san? I forgot to tell you something about the bath. Nissan, the large bathroom we used a long time ago isn't used anymore. It would be too much for Hisu and Kawaku-san to take care of it, so it has been closed up. Large bathroom? Was that such a place? I splurted a bit. Unable to remember, I made a doubtful face. Akia's brows knit terribly. The bath in the courtyard. You don't remember that? Well, now that you mentioned it, I guess there was such a thing. But that is a European-style mansion. This is a European-style mansion. Isn't such a thing a little out of place? Rather half-like the Japanese style of architecture. That is why the detached building is Japanese style as well. Anyway, if you want to have a bath, please use your own. The second bathroom behind the lobby is yours, Nissan. With that, Akia leaves. Bye, Akia. Alright, with Akia gone, there's no point in staying in the sitting room. I'll have a bath too and return to my room. Okay. Ah, when I return to my room, my bed has been made. I guess Husu did it when I was gone. I'm glad she did it, but it's really more than I deserve. I scratched my cheek. Then, are you there, Shiki-sama? I can hear Hisu's voice, along with a knock on the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in. Excuse me. Good evening. Thanks for making my bed, Hisu. Hisu quietly nods in acceptance. Ugh, just as I thought, I'm not used to this. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Nothing for me, but Akia-sama has instructed me to answer my questions you may have. I see. There are many things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to know them as I continue to live here. Yeah. What I want to know right now before I sleep is it true that the curfew here is 7? Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are to be locked at 8. There's also a rule that one must try not to go walking around in the mansion after 10. Not even walking around in the mansion? Well, I've got no complaints with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? Aki and I aren't children, so I don't think you would have to go that far. Indeed. It is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama? Yeah, that vampire thing Ariko was talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safer than sorry. What else? Oh! Do you mind if I ask an off-topic question? Yes, what is it? I'd like to know what kind of work you and Kawaku-san do around here. I am here to serve your needs, and my sister Kawaku is to serve the lady Akia-sama. In our spare time, we do maintenance chores around the mansion. Okay. Is there anything more you would like to know? To serve, so that's what it is after all. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seems completely natural to Akia when she says it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl closer to my age serving me, at least for now. But you serving, you mean you're a personal servant? Yes. You do not hesitate to give me any instructions. Well, I get it. Going by what Akio was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you, so I'll just immediately let you serve me. Is there anything in particular you would like? Nothing in particular, but could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it. But Shiki-sama, you are my master. That's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life until yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama. I see. Hisu's response was less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange I'll call you Hisu. Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. So the expression as Hisu lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled. But you're my employer. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can't do, so you're the great one. I see. Hisu gives another unenthusiastic reply. It looks like I won't be able to talk to her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal towards me. I'll be grateful if you would tell that to your sister Kuroki-san too. Very well, as you say, Shiki-sama. Expressionless Hisu bows her head. She completely failed to understand. I'll be leaving now. Please rest now for tonight. Okay. Bowing, Hisu puts her head on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. Wait for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hands on Hisu's shoulder before she leaves. In an instant, Hisu's arm pulls away my arm with incredible momentum. With a whack, she stabs my hand away and leaps back. Eh? It's so sudden that that's the only thing I can say. Hisu's expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Did I do something wrong? I am very sorry. Hisu's voice sounds very nervous. I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me. Hisu's soldiers are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't stand by myself. I just feel sorry for Hisu and I lower my head. Hisu says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again. You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I'm the one to blame. No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisu stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second. Oh. What was it you wanted to ask, Shiki-sama? That's right. I stopped Hisu because I wanted to ask her something. Oh, I wanted to ask about Akia. Doesn't she go to a boarding school? That was only during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onwards, Akia-sama has special permission to attend school from home. You mean she goes to school from here? Yeah, but it is uncommon for her to come back before dusk like today. Aki-sama has practice up until dinner, so she is always home before 7. Practice? Practice what? Today is Thursday, so she would have had a violin practice. Usually she is able to return before dinner on weekends, so if you have anything to say to Aki-sama, please let Nisan know after dinner. Hisu bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice? What on earth is that? She's not some upper-class lady or anything, so why should she have to do something as bothersome as, oh wait, she is an upper-class lady. Yes, come to think of it, my sister, Tona Akia, is a natural-born upper-class lady. In my memory, she was always the obedient, uneasy sister, constantly following me around. Where'd everything go? Here it is. As a child, she was always quiet, never having even the courage to express her own desire. She was a frail little girl who would always live in fear of scolding from her father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I've become the me I am now. Akia's become the person she is now too. 8 years is a long time. It's half of our lives up until now. I was absent from this mansion during that vital period where a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Akia. I think things would have been better if I had been with her during those 8 years. I unknowingly mumble an apology. Skip. Check it out or go to sleep. Let's go to sleep because the howling continues. There's no way I can sleep like this. I can't sleep, but that's just normal. I'm sleepy, so I'll pass. Putting the sheets over me, I stretch out on the bed. I can just think of the howling as the sound of something mundane as cars driving by on the street. It has been a very long day. I'm mentally tired eating dinner in this unfamiliar mansion and my conversation with Akia and everyone else. After all that, the howling is just background noise. I close my eyes and gently fall asleep. Hmm, alright. It changed because I talked to Akia. Hmm, I think I just heard something. Half awake, I look at the clock. It's just past 2. It's been 2 hours since I heard the dogs howling. The dogs howling has already stopped. The mansion is so quiet I can hear the clock ticking in the silence. Here again, inside the mansion from the lobby. Could he be a burglar? It's not impossible. The mansion's contents are outrageously valuable. On top of that, with no one else here except Kwaku, Hisu, and Akia and myself, is very insecure. Getting out of bed, I step out of the room quietly. If it's a burglar, Akia and everyone will be in danger, so I can't let this one go. Well, this is new. I'll just look down from the second floor into the lobby. That should be enough. There's nothing wrong there. No, someone's there. The figure that enters from the entrance and closes the lobby with the wobbling, uneasy footsteps is Akia. She's not going to her room on the second floor, but to the last floor on the west wing. The only thing that's there are Kuroka-san's room and my old man's room. What's she doing at this time of night? Is she going to a synchronizer? I can murmur all I want, but won't be getting any answers. After gazing at the lobby for a while, I decide to return to my room. Yeah, okay. Well, she probably has something to do, or went to see Kawaku-san. I feel bad about sneaking around and watching her, and I don't want to just ask her about everything she does. Sleep, sleep, sleep. There's school tomorrow. I bury myself in bed and close my eyes. Okay. As I fall asleep, my thoughts keep turning over and over to Aki's hollowed out figure in the lobby, and how something seemed wrong. Okay. Day 2. Inversion impulse. 1. 2, actually. Hmm. Back then, the whole mansion was like a giant playground. Oh, okay. The garden, a deep forest, the house, a tall castle. We played in our own little world, which would take days to explore. Every day was fun. No one thought about, ever growing up, and we believed that days and nights would continue as always. It was just a childhood, spent playing like puppies. We got along wonderfully and were the best of playmates. Whenever I turned back, Akio would be there, waving her hands and hiding shyly. Yes, always the same. Back then, the whole mansion was like a giant playground. The garden a deep forest, the house a tall castle. We played in our own little world, which would take days to explore. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar voice. That dream disappears, and all that remains is the feeling of my, um, Lugged, waking body. It is morning. Time to wake up, Shiki-sama. An unfamiliar voice greets me. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday, sends chills down my back. I wake up. Hisu stands far from my bed, on the bed like a statue. Hello, Hisu. Where am I? Good morning, Shiki-sama. A girl in a maid uniform bows. Ah, yeah, I came home, right. I push myself up and look around the room. Good morning, Hisu. Thank you for coming to wake me. It seems like I don't really go outside in your room, Hisu. I like bedridden for most of it, so I wonder if I will go outside this time. Maybe. It seems my whole entire reason to go outside was just to come back home. I had nothing to do in school. There's no need to thank me. It is my duty to come and wake Yushiki-sama. Yushi's answers indefinitely, completely expressionless. Ah, really? Okay then. Even in an unfamiliar light, I think Yusu's features are beautiful. Should it be wonderful for such a girl to wake me up every morning? As Yusu never smiles, I don't feel that happy about it. What a shame. If Yusu only had half a Kuroki-san's brightness, she would, be really cute. Do you need something? Realizing I'm looking at Jesus, stares straight back at me. No, nothing at all. Waking up, with you there makes me feel like I'm really at Tona Mansion. Now then, getting out of bed, I stretch out both my arms. Shiki-sama, there is no time. From the mansion to your school is about a 30-minute trip. This leaves only 20 minutes for breakfast. Eh? Ah. Huh? It's already 7 o'clock. Is it? I gasped in amazement after looking at the clock. My repeated awakenings last night have messed up my sleep pattern. Your uniform is folded and awaits you over there. Please come to the sitting room to get changed. Did I say that twice? Damn it. If you're going to wake me up, I'll wake you up earlier. I muttered selfishly to myself, and I reached for my uniform. It's folded neatly, and the shirt hasn't even been ironed. Passing my wrist through the sleeves feels good. It's that fresh, brand new feeling. I don't know what that is still. Aki and Kwaku-san are relaxed in the sitting room. Don't you make a stiff feeling from new clothes? Aki is wearing the uniform of the Asagami Ladies Academy, a famous school for young girls. They are drinking tea together gracefully as if breakfast ended a long time ago. Well, I'm greeting Akia, because I'm not going to talk to Kuraku this time. I'll talk to you next time, Kuraku. Ask about... Oh, this is me in class, okay. I still feel down when lunch time arrives. When the news of Yumizuka Tatsuki running away from home was shocking, it seems it wasn't a topic that could last forever. The classroom is just like always, and it seems that I'm the only one troubled by our absent classmate. Oh, Tono, let's go get lunch. That's okay. I don't really feel like it. I guess it can't be helped. Don't be troubled with other people's problems too much. Other people's problems, huh? Amiko's words are too close to the truth. Huh? You're not with Ina-kun today. Senpai, what are you doing in that classroom? Well, I thought I'd have lunch with you guys, Tona-kun. Aren't you gonna eat something? Senpai sits down on the desk, looking at me anxiously. Nah, I just don't have an appetite today. Ah, are you not feeling well? Something like that. Don't worry about me. You go on to the dining hall. Amiko's probably already there. Oh, you're not energetic at all. I don't know what happened, but if you don't eat lunch, you'll just feel even worse. That's true, but since I'm not hungry, there's nothing I can do. Alright, I'll take you somewhere special. It's really a secret, but you're special, Tono-kun. I don't want to go with you. So you'll go away. With that, she grabs my arm and pulls me out of the chair. Senpai takes me to an unusual classroom in the very corner of the school building. Huh? This is a Japanese-style room, isn't it? That's right. It's a very relaxing since no one else is here. Well, that's true, but isn't this place locked, Senpai? Yes, it's usually locked. Open to members of the tea ceremony club, so normal students can't get in. I liked it when you just disappeared from school for no reason last time. Saying so, she takes the key out of her pocket. Oh, are you in the tea ceremony club, Senpai? Yes. Well, actually, I'm the only member. I can't even kill you, actually. You have like immortality or something. But your time just reverses. But now Senpai goes into the Japanese-style room. Light. Inside of the room feels special, as if it isn't part of the school. The sensation of the tomaty and the sunlight through the windows feels very relaxing. To me. As I said earlier, I'm the only member of the tea club. Thanks to that, I can use this place freely during lunchtime and after class. Okay, I guess. Here, laughing Senpai lays out cushions. I'll make some tea now, so please wait there, Tono-kun. No, Senpai heads towards the sink to prepare the tea. Does she now? Perhaps it was the magic of the Japanese-style room, the chaotic maelstrom that had been raging in my chest calms down, and now I can finally begin to think calmly about what happened with Yumizuka. Thanks for waiting. Here you are. Now let's have some lunch. Actually, I have something to ask you. So it's just as well since we're having lunch here. You have something to talk about? Puzzled, I drink tea. The tea I'm offered. As I'm in a Japanese-style room, my posture effectively straightens and my mind has become tranquil. Although I had no connection to it, the Orima family heads a tea ceremony school. And perhaps it was because I had been raised in that kind of environment that I feel more at ease in a Japanese-style room that has than a Western one. Senpai looks at me with a troubled expression. What's wrong, Senpai? You look a little worried. Eh? Well, I was just a little surprised at how calm you were about all this, Tonakin. Really? Well, my family's a strict one, so I'm used to these kind of things. More importantly, Senpai, didn't you know that's something you wanted to talk about with me? I do. The continuation of what we were talking about earlier. Oh, you mean about my family? Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Senpai nods. If you don't mind, I would like to hear more about it. I was curious about it since we stopped halfway. It's not that I mind, but hearing about my family isn't very interesting. It would be a waste of time. I don't mind if it's not interesting, I just want to hear about it. You sure are eccentric, Senpai. Maybe I am, Senpai laughs. Alright then. Let's continue from before. You said you moved to your home. What do you mean by that? Senpai asks full of curiosity. Well then, the conversation back then must have been pretty fragmented for Senpai since she didn't know any of the circumstances. Let's see. Basically, I'm a guy who's being disinherited. What do you mean she already knows all of this? She's just trying to trying to make conversation. I was seriously injured after getting caught up in a traffic accident when I was 9 years old. The injuries themselves somehow healed, but after that I easily collapsed from anima, fueled my food. That's why I was entrusted to my relatives, the Arimas, when I recuperated. So in other words, the Arimas have been your parents who raised you since you were 9, right? That's right. I knew my mom hated me for some reason, and that once I'd been entrusted to the Arimas, I would never go back home. Go back to the Tono Mansion, that is. That's why I thought I would continue to live as the son of the Arimas forever. That's what I thought, but my old man kicked the bucket recently. That's when they told me to return to the mansion now that my old man is no longer here, there, and I finally agreed. And that pretty much is my domestic situation. I end my story like that. Seal Senpai gives a little cold, a little nod silently. Can I just ask one thing? Sure, if I can answer it, go ahead. Alright then, I'll ask. Did you dislike your previous family? My previous family, the Arimas who raised me, my parents, both my father, and both my mother and father, who were my real parents at the unfamiliar building, which, without a doubt, was a home to strangers. But completely regardless of that, no, I liked them. They were people who didn't care that I wasn't related to them by blood. They were so warm to me that I felt bad about being overly depressed over myself. And for them to love me no matter what, I don't think it was a bad thing. I was loved by those people. That's why sooner, or even one day sooner, I would have to truly become family to them. I have been telling myself those words since I was young, until a very long time ago. Over and over, I swore till I would practically pass out. Just like Arika said, I don't have a single complaint about the Arima family. They treated me well. I think I responded to their affection too. Between us, even though I knew we were just playing at being family, even if it was all just tonight, I didn't feel any pain. No, I was happy instead. In a way, I had considered the Arima's parents and me to be the ideal nuclear family. But it was no good, was it? Yeah. Despite everything, there was a line I couldn't cross. This isn't your family, no matter what I did. I couldn't get those words out of my head. I knew I should have been ignoring it, but I just couldn't. I don't know if you'd call it a childhood experience, but it had already become like a curse to me. Somehow, no matter where I was, I felt like a stranger to my family. Senpai is silent. Avoiding my gaze, she huddles her shoulders apologetically. See? It was boring after all, right? That's why I said it would be a waste of time. No, that's not true. It was a very meaningful story. So saying that, Senpai begins to eat her own lunch. I follow her example and start nibbling off the bread I brought. Thanks to my conversation with Senpai, my appetite has returned. Despite that, I still couldn't even finish half of it. So, Tono-kun, is anything troubling you right now? Eh? Or why that all of a sudden? I don't have any worries in particular. Hmm. I suppose the reason you aren't eating must be because of your health. Senpai stares at me. Somehow her gaze feels very penetrating. It feels difficult to remain silent under a gaze like that. I don't have any worries, but Senpai, what do you think about the recent killings? I can't help but ask. The stories about my castmates who hasn't returned home uh, won't leave my mind. Killings? Oh, you mean the business about the vampires? Yes. There's already been 8 victims, right? I haven't caught the news lately, so I'm not too sure about this subject. Do you know anything, Senpai? Well, I know as much as anyone else, but no, not the details. It's just that the word vampire sends chills down my spine. You mean how it seems to kill victims have had their blood drained? Strange, isn't it? I wonder what it could mean. Who knows? It's impossible to know how such people think, but I wonder why they've nicknamed him the vampire. What an odd question. Well, it isn't it because the blood was drained from the bodies? It's only natural to call them vampires, wouldn't it? Do you know the folklore about vampires, Tonakan? Suddenly breaking into a small, senpai asks an even stranger question. Vampire folklore, you mean have people who had their blood sucked by vampires become vampires themselves? Yep. If that was true, there shouldn't be any bodies left, right? Supposing some vampire was the killer, there'd be no bodies, Tonokun. I see. That's true, but it's just a nickname, isn't it? Do you really believe in vampire, senpai? Not at all. After all, the fact that the bodies are there shows that it's not a vampire, right? Smiling senpai gives a reply that seems slightly off the point. But couldn't you also think of it this way? Maybe the victims whose bodies have been found died because they couldn't become vampires. Perhaps there are those who uh, can be turned and those who can't. The people who can become vampires won't have their corpses found, even if they were attacked by vampires. Because even now they're still alive they're still alive out there somewhere. But those who can't become vampires just die, and so their bodies wind up being found. Well, that's... Senpai's still smiling. I know it's only a joke, but I'm having difficulty laughing it off. Oh, I'm just joking. It would, be like some kind of house story if that were all true. I don't really like scary stories, so please don't ask me things like that. What? Weren't you the one who brought it up? What? Looked to me like you were totally getting into it, senpai. Yeah, I don't like scary stories, but I do like scaring you, Tonoken. Did I do something to make her have a grudge against me? But all jokes aside, Tonoken, lately the streets have become dangerous at night. You mustn't go out, even though you are an energetic young man. Senpai gives a warning that sounds like a joke. I can't tell how serious she is. Alright. Lunch break ends and fifth period starts. The lesson on classical goes in one ear and out the other. Well, my house is this way. Bye bye. See you at school tomorrow. That's what Yumizuka said. She wouldn't say that and then run away from home. I have a bad feeling about this. The killer who wanders the town at night. It's dangerous to go out at night. The word senpai said. Perhaps it was because of that red imagery surrounded us when we parted. Suddenly a vision of Yumizuka Satsuki, soaked in red blood, appears before my eyes. He appears suddenly. My vision goes white, and my sense of balance reels. My field of vision lurches. Something lurks in the back of my head, and my consciousness feels heavy. This is bad. I know this feeling. Sudden dizziness prior to an anemic attack. The blood accumulated in the brain's blood vessels become a black lump and making my head sway, and my vision will go pitch black. It feels as if the blackness is pushing its way out of my brain into my eyeballs. This is bad. I haven't been collapsing during class lately. Red. Is it because Yumizuka's blood red image is too fresh in my mind? My vision distorts. As darkness envelops it, I somehow grab onto my desk, but it's useless. There's no strength in my fingers. I fall towards the floor. As I do, I remember her words. Jonathan, help me when I'm in a pitch, okay? Pinch, okay? I told you that's impossible. Whoever you may think, whatever you may think of me, I'm not Superman. Okay. Sorry for dragging you along with me, Ariko. Yeah, I'm used to you collapsing without warning like that. Honestly, sleeping in the infirmary up until the very last minute? Just who do you think you are? You should have woken me up. There's nothing, um, consensuous about letting me sleep until they lock us in the school building. Conscious. Shut up. You think I'm going to wake up a sick person? You'll just collapse again. Come on, we need to get you back. It's over to year 7, you know? Amiko walks down the corridor. After that, I collapsed from anemia and was left to sleep in the infirmary. Time passed until school lockup time at 6:30 when I was awoken by Amiko's punch. And so we came to be walking down this deserted corridor. Hey, come on, Tono. Well, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm coming. I shake my still woozy head at Father Amiko. Alright. You can go home by yourself from here. So, see you at school tomorrow. Thanks. Sorry as always, Amiko. Don't worry, pay me back in, double in the future. Amiko's answer isn't exactly in proper Japanese. Smiling wearily to myself as I head back to my house. I reach the intersection. It's still 7 in the evening, but there's no one around. I guess because of the killer, fewer people go out at night. The only figure I can see now is the back of a woman far away. Ah, blonde. The distant woman seems to be a foreigner. Even from very far away I can see her golden hair rippling as she walks. Oh, it's accurate. He draws my eyes after her. Even though I can only see her from behind, I can tell she's beautiful. Thump. Eh? Suddenly my heart pounds loudly. My throat becomes inexplicably dry and parched. I break out into a cold sweat. Ugh, my headache. It's not like the anime of earlier. Rather than fading, my consciousness is becoming sharper. I gasp. That back. Watching the woman's golden hair, my head hurts terribly. My thoughts feel like they're melting into a haze. I'll follow behind her and then, what am I gonna do after that? The woman disappears into a group of apartments in the shopping district. I have to follow. I don't know why, but I think that my legs move towards the apartment. But before that, so I stopped the route because I saw Yumizuko. Only for an instant. At the corner of my eye, I see the figure of Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka-san? My head becomes clear. Yumizuka is only for an instant, but without a doubt, that was Yumizuka. Was she going towards town? What's she doing out at a time like this? I was so mad I didn't even care if she disappeared or if she ran away from home. It's too dangerous for a girl to walk around town at night alone. Hmm. Yumizuka walks through the crowded town. So far away, I'm not certain. But even if I've mistaken her, I decide to run after her and tell her to stop. Wait, Yumizuka-san! I shout, chasing after her. Yumizuka glances back as if she heard my voice. That face, there's no confusing it. The girl walking ahead of me is unmistakably Yumizuka Satsuki, and the expression on her face wasn't frightening. Ah, but I felt a chill run down through my spine. My heart beat, uh, my heart beats quickly. The back of my head becomes heavy, and my throat burns, and a headache assaults my head, just as it did with the blonde woman earlier. What is this? It's weird. The inside of my body is burning. I feel dizzy as if I'm in the grip of a terrible fever. In that moment, Yumizuka begins to walk again. Wait, Yumizuka-san! I call out, running. Yumizuka walks on, not turning. Like, can't you hit me, Yumizuka? I urge my hot body onwards, but no matter how much I try, I can't catch her. No matter how much I run, I can't catch up to her, e- even as she walks. Something is strange. I know that, but I can't tell what it is. Right now, all I can do is follow Yumizuka Satsuki. And then I lose sight of her. Mizuka Satsuki, whom I've been chasing without success, is nowhere to be seen. Shit! What the hell is going on? I stopped chasing I stopped catching my breath. My chest heaves deeply. Though I hadn't realized until now, I must have been running for a long time. What time is it? Resting my hands on my knees, I glance up at a nearby store window. It's already midnight. Can't be. I couldn't have been running for that long. It's hard enough to believe, but the clock is correct. Looking around, most of the shopping district is closed. I should go back. Even though I'm worried about Yumizuka, I feel like I won't be able to find her anymore. I chased her for almost 4 hours, calling her name all this time, but she did not even respond. What was she thinking? With a big sigh, I decided to head back to the mansion. Okay, I guess I gave up in this route. I've seen this scene? Go on, look. Don't go on, look. Oh, is this the alley scene? I can't ignore my feelings. With a killer skulking around town at night, I was confused because I thought I already did the Nero scene where I ignored him, and then I got the other scene where I saw Akia. But no, this is the alley scene. Okay, I can't ignore my feelings. With a killer skulking around town at night, looking for victims, I shouldn't be investigating suspicious sounds in alleyways. But I still remember Yumizuka's smiling face from yesterday. There's no reason for Yumizuka to be there, but if she is, she might need my help. I'll never forgive myself if I just ignore this. Alright. Putting my hand in my pocket, there is a cold touch of iron. Even though I don't intend to use it, it's comforting to know that I'm not unarmed. And if it comes to it, I have my eyes too. Sensei said not to use them recklessly, but she'll find it acceptable if I use it against a killer. That sound, it came from there here. Preparing myself, I step into the alleyway. Hmm. My heart pounds. The back alley is quiet. The noise came from the open area up far ahead. The back of my head hurts, as if convulsing under the utmost strain. My erect spine hurts as if it's about to rip itself out of my body. Why is it? I can't think, yet my instincts shout at me. Don't go. Don't go any further. If you do, you won't be able to come back. But it's already too late. I step out into the back alley and into the open space. Eh? That weak voice is all I can get out. The back alley is a sheet of crimson. Limbs and are strewn amongst the garbage and rubble. Not the limbs of dogs or cats or the like. They are human limbs, blood dripping from flesh and bone. The ground and the walls are painted with red blood. A heavy scent fills my nostrils, thick, like a red fog permeating my body. The choking smell of blood. A face, a face, a face, a face on a severed head, rolling around with a expression of agony. A face shriveled up like a mummy, split into halves. A face with both eyes gorged out, so distorted I can't even tell if it used to be a man or woman. Unable to make a sound, I merely gaze speechless at the corpses. No, they can't even be called human bodies anymore. Even a badly made sculpture looks better than this. They are full bodies. They roll around like scraps of leftover food. Ah, I gasp in shock at the sea of bodies. The back of my head throbs, my throat is parched, and my breath burns like fire. My fingertips quiver and my mouth distorts. What is this? What is this world before my eyes? Red, yes, before my eyes everything is that terrible color. But I merely stand, not screaming, no fear, like scenes of an accident in a movie. I only stare at the back of only stare at the back alley. Undoubtedly, this is how my mind is protecting myself. Otherwise I would have gone mad. The corpse against the wall moves. No, that's wrong. It's not a corpse. It's not like these scraped hands and feet. It's a living human being with limbs attached. Ah, I see something out of place. In this ghoulish spectacle, the response to seeing someone alive is more of astonishment than happiness. The But if he's alive, I have to help him. Hello? With my mind still paralyzed, I step towards the living figure. Pulling itself up from the sea, it raises its face towards me. A face like a dried out skull. I leap back effectively, but the skull moves faster than I do, with a voice crying out, Hugh. He jumps at me. Hugh. A hideous voice right next to me. Looking down, there is a large hole in the skull's throat, preventing him from speaking correctly. The dried out face, the dried up arms reaching for me. In the throat of this bag of bones, vocal cords vibrate in accordance with the ghastly voice. How desperately I try to tear him off me, but he merely raises the ghastly voice and will not get off me. Rip. His fingertips pierce my shoulder. My body arcs from pain. The fingers were like a sharp needle. It shredded me mercilessly, scooping out nerves and flesh as it goes. Aha! The pain is so great that I could feel nothing else. Though I try to tear him off me screaming, he is too strong. Whenever I do, he does not move. With a creak, the skull's jaw opens. The mouth opens wide enough to rip off my shoulder with a single bite. When he approaches my face as if saying I don't want to die, somebody save me. I can't even say stop. The guy made only of skin and bones tries to bite my head, and suddenly he collapses. The awesome power vanishes. The bag of bones in a person's form crumbles to the ground and disappears. Softly, like a bad dream, it turns into ash and blows away. What the hell is this? Pain runs through my shoulder. Ick! My own blood flows down my body. The pain is real. So this must be real. A terrible nightmare. But it can't be a nightmare, because it's not a dream. Tonakan? It'll be dangerous if you stay there. I turn towards the woods behind me. At the mouth of the alley here, where I came from, I see Yumizuka Satsuki. Hello, Yumizuka. Good evening. Fancy meeting you in a place like this, huh? As if we were merely bumped into each other in the mall, Yumizuka greets me lightheartedly. Yumizuka, what are you doing at a time like this? Oh, just going for a walk. But what's Tonakan doing? Killing so many people like this is bad, right? Yumizuka says this with a light smile. Killing so many people, eh? I look around me, and I remember the tragic scene I was surrounded by. In a sea of blood, Tonoshiki stands again, aghast like a murderer. Oh no, this wasn't me. Oh, of course it was. Everyone's dead and Tona's alive. So obviously Tonakans must have killed them. And no way. It just attacked me. I put out the monster that attacked me a moment ago, but nothing's there. Even the ashes of the bones have been blown away by the wind. I swallow my breath. Mizuko is chuckling. This wasn't me. My head is paralyzed. I can only manage broken language. I understand. I can think clearly, but I can't put my thoughts into words. For example, why is Yumizuka at a place like this after running away from home? For example, why is Yumizuka laughing in the face of this tragic scene? Yumizuka, yeah, I know. You just interrupted someone's meal. I'm sorry for sounding mean. I always act against my feelings, so I'm always acting like this to you. Yumizuka's still laughing. It's so inappropriate for this scene. I feel a chill. Yumizuka doesn't move from the entrance of the alleyway. Her arms are positioned strangely as if she's hiding something behind her back. I look closely. There are spots of something red on her sleeves. Yumizuka, what is it? Your face looks scary, Tonakan. She laughs again. No. Somehow this girl cannot be Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka, why are you hiding your hands like that? I've been found out. I guess you're too observant to miss that, huh? I've always liked that about you, Shiki-kun. After emphasizing Shiki-kun, she brings out her hands. Both the hands are dyed crimson. Not yet dry, the blood drips off them in red droplets. And proudly, Yumizuka Satsuki is smiling. Yumizuka, your hands. Yeah, I killed those people. What? But it's okay. I didn't kill them because I hated them. I just needed their blood to live. So I had to kill them. What is this? I don't really understand what Yumizuka is saying. You killed them, Yumizuka? You wouldn't believe me even if I told you it's a lie, right? Or do you think it's impossible for a girl like me to do such a thing? Her life Her voice lost softly. I don't believe her. You don't? I don't believe her, but she is definitely not telling a lie. This tragic scene is also Yumizuka's doing. Why is such a terrible thing? It's not terrible, like I said. I didn't kill them because I hate them. There's nothing wrong with killing others in order to live, is there, Shiki-kun? What? That's absurd. Killing is wrong. No, it's not. But I did one bad thing. Since today is my first time drinking blood, I let all of my blood get back into them. Because of that, you got attacked, Shiki-kun. I'm sorry for getting you involved. But we're lucky. It died without being able to finish changing. Well, what are you talking about, Yumizuka? It's okay if you don't understand right now. I don't understand myself yet, so I can't explain him very well. But I think after a few days I can become like Shiki-kun. Like Shiki-kun, become a great. As she says, so her face distorts in pain. Ah! A gasp of agony echo from her throat. Yumizuka coughs up blood. It hurts. I guess even if I'm hungry, I shouldn't just drink blood at random. If it's not good quality, beautiful blood, it won't agree with me. She breaks out in a fit of coughing. She coughs out blood in every cough. Ah, that's not good. Yumizuka's body convulses. I don't really understand. All I know is Yumizuka's in terrible pain. That's all I can clearly understand. Hey, are you okay, Yumizuka? I went towards her to take her hand. No, don't come any closer, Shiki-kun. But Yumizuka's voice stops me. You mustn't. I'm not entirely okay, Shiki-kun. He speaks painfully, still vomiting red blood. Yumizuka, you... I don't understand. I haven't been home all day. Not all day, I mean after school. So... I'm just gonna come home at midnight, and then Aki's gonna get annoyed at me. Why Yumizuka's in pain, or why she's acting like... What the hell is going on? You said you killed those people, but... Alive, right, Yumizuka? If you're in that much pain, shouldn't you be in a hospital? I'm fooling myself. Even though I understand Yumizuka wrote about this tragic scene, I still lie to myself. Yumizuka, I'm coming over, okay? I speak gently, but Yumizuka shakes her head in a violent refusal. Why? If you're in pain, we have to get to the hospital right now. Shiki-kun, you're not getting it. You really never understand anything. Idiot. I told you before I don't understand. Yeah, you did, didn't you? But you're still here. Yumizuka begins to pull away. It hurts, Shiki-kun. She breathes raggedly, coughing up red blood. It hurts, it's cold, and I'm scared. I really want your help now, right? I don't really want your help right now, Shiki-kun, but it's too early. Saying that, Yumizuka straightens up again. Wait for me, okay? I'll go become a great vampire, then I'll come back and see you. Wait, Yumizuka! Yumizuka is gone. Even as I start to run, Yumizuka is long gone. Her speed is inhuman, like that of a wild beast. Yumizuka, what happened to you, really? Yeah. My injured soldier throbs. When I look back, the open space where all the limbs were scattered only left red blood. The faces, the organs, the hands, the feet! They all turned to ash, like the skull did before. Shit! Angrily I strike the wall. What the hell's going on? I bellow pointlessly, and the alley echoes my voice. It's the mansion! The next thing I know, I'm at the gates of the mansion. The wound on my shoulder aches. The lights of the mansion are dark. Somehow I hadn't realized I would be coming this so late. Aki will surely be angry with me. So as I put my hand on the heavy doors. The lobby is empty. So what should I do? Even though my wounds need treating, Koaki-san is probably asleep. Nissan? Akia. I look up in the direction of the voice. Akia is standing on the stairs. It is you, coming back so late at night. Just what do you think? Akia reaches the bottom of the stairs and her rebuke stops. Nissan! Where did you hurt your shoulder? Ah, damn it. I wanted to hide this room, but it's too late now. No, this is... Never mind. Hold still. Is it only your shoulder? Yes, but how do you know? I can tell with all the blood on your clothes. I'll hear about it later, but right now we'll treat it. But please forgive me, Nissan. Saying so, Akio touches my shoulder. My body just jumps at only the touch of Akio's finger. It appears that the wound is deeper than I thought. I'm sorry, did it hurt, Nissan? No, I'd like to say I'm okay, but I guess I'm not. Even the touch is really painful. I see, if it's this deep, I think it's too much for Kawaku. I'll treat it, so please go into the sitting room. Akio walks upstairs. Phew. I turn on the sitting room light and sit on the sofa. The wound on my shoulder hurts and begins to become unbearable. Sorry for making you wait. I'll treat the wound, so please relax. Akio comes in holding a first aid kit. I don't think that would really help on this wound, but I guess I should at least get it disinfected. Akio moves behind me and begins to treat the wound. The uniform draped with blood is cut away with scissors, and the wound is exposed and disinfected. I clench my fist as the pain flashes through my body, but after that the ache of the wound begins to fade. Akio must be skilled at medical care, or perhaps the wound wasn't so bad to begin with. After a few minutes the pain completely goes away. Alright, we're done. I expected a wound like this would be healed by the morning. Akio packs away the first aid kit. Somehow I'm surprised. I would have expected Akio to ask where I got injured and rebuke me for playing outside so late. You haven't asked, Akio. I haven't asked about what? Well, you know, why I'm back so late, why I'm hurt. I blurt it out like a complaint. Akio, what happened with Yumizuka? After what happened with Yumizuka, I'm exhausted, because I'm so tired, I said such a thing. Nissan, I think I know the right order of things. Right now the priority is to treat your injury. I see. Of course I see. Oh, what kind of person do you think I was, Nissan? I am not about to yell at someone who's hurt. You're right, I'm sorry, thank you for everything. But even though you treated it, you're going to say you can't explain the situation, right? I don't want to listen to your excuses, but today is special. If you do not wish to talk about it, I won't inquire either. Is that okay? I came back so late at night. Certainly I'm curious about what might have happened to you, but I trust you and I have enough trust to believe you weren't doing something too dangerous. And I can't force someone to talk when they look like that. Akio looks away shyly. Looks like that is my expression. That bad right now? I'll listen to what you say when you have recovered, Nissan. If you rest overnight, your health should improve. Feeling awkward, I look away from Akio. I'm glad she won't listen to me until I'm better, but I feel like I won't be able to talk about it even in the morning. In the end, I can't tell Akio anything. I feel too guilty to even look at her face. Akio, Oh, please don't keep making such a face. I told you, I'll make an exception today. So go back to your room and rest, alright? I bet it's something you can't talk to me about anyway. Having read my expression perfectly, Akio turns and goes out to the lobby. I can only sit on the sofa and watch her leave. Suddenly I wonder, was Akio waiting for my return? Is that how she appeared in the lobby so quickly? Akio. What is it, Nissan? Thank you for treating me. I'm sorry for making you worry. Suddenly Akio stops walking, and then she turns away. I wasn't worried about you, Nissan. If you had that much energy for flattery, you should concentrate on taking care of yourself. With a crash, she slams the door behind her. I really don't understand her, but I do understand that she was worried about me. Seems like I wasn't doing something too dangerous, huh? Akio seems to believe me since I said that. But really, it was a really frighteningly dangerous scene. The body scattered in the back alley. The figure of Yumizuka, her hands stained red with blood. Gah! A chill runs through me just at the memory. I stand up, taking care of my wound, and return to my room. I change my clothes and fall into the bed. But if I close my eyes, I'll see the scene in the back alley. I killed all those people. Yumizuka said so, as if it was nothing. I need their blood, so she killed them. Just like a vampire, like a bad joke. Wait, okay, I'll become a great vampire. I don't remember. What did Yumizuka say at the end? Huh? Sleeplessness fills my body. Was Yumizuka's face Etched in my mind, I closed my eyes slowly. Only one thing is clear, that Yumizuka told the truth and she really did slaughter all those people. But even then, instead of fearing everything that happened, I'm more concerned about what the last thing she said. It hurts. It really hurts, Tona-kun. There's something wrong with me. Yumizuka is really a murderer, but those words will not leave my mind. Inversion Impulse 3. Okay, yeah. A hot summer day. A blue sky and large columns of summer clouds, the wafting breeze, the droning voice of the cicadas, the voice of cicadas. Chirp, 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 chirp. So loud I wanna die. Cicada shells are lying in the clearing, as if the sun is right by my side. The clearing is roasting, a hot midsummer day, as if the entire world became a frying pan. Hmm. Wow. 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 Aki was crying. A child lies collapsed at her feet. Her white shirt. His white shirt is painted red with blood, and he doesn't move at all. I'm looking down at that. This one has color actually. That's interesting. I'm looking down at that. My hands are red, just like that child on the ground. Yeah, the other images don't have color usually. This is weird. No, that's not it. These hands are red with the blood of that child. Akia! The adults are coming. What are they? The adults take Akia away. The child lies there dead. Alone by myself, the adults press the hands which killed the child to the ground. Did you kill him? The adults are yelling at him. Yelling at me. They shout my name, the one who killed the child. Those two syllabuses shouting as if they went crazy. Just those two syllabuses. Those adults call me Shiki as my hands are stained in red. I'm the other Shiki, but okay. Shiki Nana, yeah, or whatever. Shiki-sama, if you do not get up now, you shall be late. Please wake up. Hearing my own name called, I awaken from a deep dream. Hello, Hisu. Hisu? Yes. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Hisu bows deeply. Autumn sunlight shines through the window. This is unmistakably my room. Hisu! Shiki-sama, are you feeling unwell? Oh, no, I'm fine. I just had a terribly nostalgic dream. But I can't remember the details that well. What was it I can't remember? Hisu tilts her head, slightly. Well, there's no point in telling Hisu. The dream, what kind of dream was it? A dazzling bright enough to bring tears to my eyes. A furiously gushing spot of red. Something like an inconspicuous dream. Shiki, yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? It's nothing. I'm sorry, I'll go straight to the dining room. With a nod, Hisu walks to the door. Clack, clack, clack. Hisu's footsteps are louder than usual. Just as she's about to leave, she turns back. Shiki-sama, forgive me for asking. What time did you return last night? Yesterday, quite late at night. Shiki-sama, you said you would return about... Your return would be at 4 o'clock. I assume the schedule changed? I remember. Yesterday morning I told Hisu that she should expect me at 4. I'm sorry. Things happened and I didn't make it back. I'll be prompt from now on, so it'd be great if you could overlook it this time. No, it is not necessary for you to say such things, Shiki-sama. It is the duty of a servant to work in accordance with the schedules of our masters. However, I humbly request that you at least contact us. Whenever the circumstances, you should still be able to let us know. You're right. I'm sorry. I'll keep my promise from now on. I don't think I have a phone or anything. I understand. Then please excuse me. That was rare. Hisu seems pretty angry. She's always so expressionless. It seems she gets extremely angry when she does get angry. As if I did something really terrible. Well then, time to get up. Putting away the sheets, I get up. At that moment, my body aches terribly. Pain is not from the gash in my shoulder. It's from a much deeper place, aching with my heartbeat. Clenching the sheets, I somehow weather the pain. The pain fades. There's nothing lingering. Perhaps just a sudden fit? Chest wound. I touched my wound over my cloth. There's a great scar there, and even now that it's healed, at times it still hurts like it did just now. The doctor said the physical wound is healed, but that the mind must be relaying the pain over and over. Usually the scar begins throbbing after I see a traffic accident or something dead. The image of blood or death makes me recall the accident 8 years ago. Because of last night, I guess. The red back alley, and the normal smiling face of Yumizuka. Gah, my chest hurts. The image of Yumizuka doesn't leave my mind, but I don't know what I should do, what I can do. I can only live my everyday life. Shit. Swearing at myself, I roll out of bed. After changing out my pajamas and into my school uniform, I head to the sitting room. Akio and Hisu are in the sitting room. Kwaku-san is probably in the kitchen cooking my breakfast. Good morning, Nisan. Good morning, Akio. Sitting on the sofa, Akio greets me and looks at my expression. Morning. I'm sorry about yesterday. Returning her greetings, I head to the dining room. There really isn't that much time for me to stay and chat with Akio. I don't really feel like talking to anyone. Nisan, I would like to speak to you a little. Is that alright? Alright, but please make it short since I don't have much time. I sit on the sofa across from her. Continuing last night's conversation, talk, Nisan. What were you doing yesterday? Akio asked me with a direct stare. Nothing, just went for a walk in town. I'm sorry for getting back late, but it's no big deal, since I don't want to Dr. Akio answer as invasively as possible. Just walking the streets is something. You are still a minor, so please do not wander out late at night. Even if you weren't, there have been a lot of disturbances going on. Disturbances, the killer skulking around the town at night. Why? Why didn't I realize? The killer that murders people and drinks their blood. That phrase perfectly matches Yumizuka's behavior yesterday. I shouldn't have to say this, but you shouldn't strain your body. If you come back with an exhausted face like last night again, I'll get worried. If you're in trouble, please tell me. I may not be able to do much, but if you could. I don't want to think about it, but Yumizuka could be the killer terrorizing the town. Nisan, are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. I hear Akio's voice, but the only thing in my mind is the image of Yumizuka from yesterday. Akio glares at me. So, you can't talk about your situation, Nisan? Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, Akio. Right now I can only think of Yumizuka. I want to be alone, and so I said that. You're going to keep going your own way, is that what you're saying, Nisan? I understand. Well, please feel free. If that's what you want, Nisan, I'll do the same. I'll do the same. Akio stands and walks out to the lobby. Shiki-sama, is this acceptable? Acceptable? Is what acceptable? I believe Akio-sama is to be concerned about you, Shiki-sama. But I think it is difficult for her to, since she does not often talk about her feelings. I know, but right now my head's full and I can't. I do feel sorry. Hisu falls silent. Shiki-sama, breakfast. Kwaku-san's voice can be heard from the dining room. I stand up and head towards it. Shiki-sama, around what time will you be returned today? Since today is Saturday, no. It'll probably be in the evening. There's something I want to look for. I understand. Please take care until then. She bows deeply. After Hisu sees me off, I leave the mansion. Okay. There was no point coming to school. Yumizuka Satsuki was treated as an absentee, and no one seemed to be in the slightest bit of concern for her. Time passes without me realizing it. Perhaps Ariko and I came by sometime, but I don't really remember it. Noon comes and school ends. I have no idea. But I still have to look for Yumizuka. Search around the city. Go search for Yumizuka. Go search. What? Why to search around the school in the city? You want to go look for Yumizuka, right? So let's go look for Yumizuka. She won't even be here. It's daytime. Okay. This is my second save on this thingy. The sun sets. Even after running everywhere in town, there's no sign of Yumizuka Satsuki anywhere. Yeah, I bit my lip angrily, but it's not. It's not angry over not finding her. 2 days ago, I mad myself for promising such a thing in the first place. Help me when I'm in a pinch, okay? Mizuka said that and I answered lightheartedly. It would help as much as I could. That's just such an irresponsible answer. There's really nothing I can do. She said it hurt. I can't even find you, Mizuka, painfully suffering in the cold darkness. Sun is setting. I don't want to admit it, but maybe I can find Mizuka after nightfall. I told Hisu I'd be back in the evening. Perhaps it's too early. I'll go back to the mansion and calmly think this through. Hello, Hisu. Welcome back, Shuki-sama. I'm back, Hisu. Where's Akia? Akia has remained at school for certain formalities. Since she shall be late, we are to have supper first. It's only for formalities, huh? Akia's school probably has a lot of formalities, as it is a top-tier school for young ladies. I'll go wait in my room until supper time, and I'll head down when it's ready. Yeah. Yes. Please rest until I call you. I turn back to the bowing Hisu and walk towards my room. What do I do whilst I wait? I don't know. After supper, I sit down in my bed. The clock's hand shows 9 o'clock. Since leaving the mansion after 8 is forbidden, I cannot go outside any longer. But that's merely a rule. If I feel like it, I can easily go outside. Bye-bye. See you at school tomorrow, Tonakan. I can't do something that dangerous. Sure. Akia wouldn't like that. So sure, let's stay home actually. I don't know. I also intend on looking for Mizuka until this evening. But with nightfall, the events of last night suddenly appear fresh in my mind. The dead bodies scattered around the alley. Mizuka who said she killed them. No matter what the reason, she killed them. So I understand that staying out of it is the best choice. I understand, but I can't cast away my doubts. What am I thinking? It's just foolish. I can't comprehend what's happening to Mizuka. I do realize she is a vampire, serial killer causing all these incidences in town, but still, I can't forget her last words. She said in the sunset on our way home. Hmm. For realize that it's almost midnight. Lost in thinking about what I should do, I've passed some of the night wide awake. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Hisu's voice. Why is she up this late at night? Who knows? I'm up, but why, Hisu? Yes, I was unsure if you were awake. I thought I should tell you. Tell me what? Just a while ago, a call came from you, Shiki-sama. The message was that I'll be waiting in the park. Phone call this late at night? Yes, the call ended before I could ask for your name, so I was unsure if I should tell you, Shiki-sama. No, this doesn't require any thought. That phone call has to have been from Yumizuka, thanks. But it's a little late, so I'll wait until tomorrow. She's one of my classmates, so I'll see her tomorrow. That is not true. There's something wrong with smiling like that with such a strained face. Stupid, I'm not lying at all. It's fine. I'm fine. I won't go out this late at night. Aki would get mad and you would get in trouble, so there's no reason for me to do that. Hisu descends into silence. The conversation between us dies. Shiki-sama, please do not push yourself too hard. No, I'm not pushing myself anything. I'll go to sleep, so please go back to your room. Hisu just looks at me. Well, good night. Not being able to endure her stare, I slammed the door. Sheesh, I can't hide anything from Hisu. I take my knife out of the drawer. I don't intend to take unnecessarily use it, but I just feel better with it by my side. Didn't I choose not to go out? Whatever. The park. Why would you call me out at this hour? Muttering, I think back to those foolish tales. Yes, your vampires can only move about during nighttime. See, so supposing that's true, then Yumizuka didn't call me out at this hour. It's more like if it wasn't this hour, then she wouldn't call me at all. No matter how much I think about it, nothing will get done. Right now, I have to go to the park. Exit the mansion quietly to avoid Hisu's notice. Alright. I left my body burning from all the running. It's almost midnight. The park located off the main road. Because of the serial killings these past several days, there's not a soul to be seen around here. My heart beats loudly. My throat dies up from the tension. If the phone call that Hisu received was from Mizuka, then so you should be waiting for me there, for me here. The park is empty at night. There isn't a sound in the moonlight. I don't know why, but it sure runs through me. Shh. The back of my head numbs, a horrible feeling as if my body freezes to my fingertips. I try to calm my breath. In contrast to my whole body, my throat is scorching. It's dry with thirst. I put my hands in my pocket. I just wanted a blade in my hand. Why? Just a faint headache, a low temperature. My mind is cool like ice. Something strange. This park, it feels like something is bad around here. So what am I afraid of? I shake the headache off and walk deeper in. There's no one around. A terribly dark and lonely place to meet someone. Someone is crouched, ragged breathing, her face pale white as she scratched her throat in pain. Without doubt, it's Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka? Her figure is tormented. Without a thought for what happened last night, I run towards her. Hello. Wait. Yumizuka stops me with just a word. Wait, Shiki-kun. I'm glad you came, but I don't want you any more nearer right now. Please don't come any closer. Her breathing looks painful. Her body convulses as she speaks, as if she's about to collapse any second. Don't be stupid. I'm not going to leave someone looking as painful as you alone. I'm just gonna choose I hate you again, by the way. No, I'm okay. You came, so I'm fine now. Holding yourself up, Yumizuka smiles at me. What's going on, Yumizuka? Why haven't you been at home? What was that about yesterday? Why that? What? Damn it, I don't know. I really don't understand anything, Yumizuka. Really? You saw what happened yesterday. I told you I'll kill those people, didn't I? She answers frankly. It's almost as if she's laughing at my feelings of denial. Then the recent killings in the town where you're doing, Yumizuka. I don't want to say it, but that's the way it is, yeah. What the hell do you mean that's the way it is? It's just the way it is. I killed those people, and I'll keep on doing the same thing. I can't just lie about it, can I? Yumizuka, please, stop calling me that. I'm calling you Shiki-kun, so it's only fair for you to call me by my first name too. What? I take a deep breath. Yumizuka is still not like before. Even though she acts like she's used to it, she says some pretty scary things. When I think about it, I look foolish. I can never talk to you like this. For all these years I watched you from afar. Yumizuka, I was always watching you, Shiki-kun. Even before I was saved in that warehouse, I was always watching you. I'm really a coward. I always just agreed with the people around me and smiled when it seemed right. Before I knew it, everyone was treating me like I was an idol. So school wasn't fun for me, but that changed. After you talked to me in the second year of junior high, Shiki-kun. Nah, it's not something you would remember. How should I put it? How can I put it? You were always natural, never showing off. Probably you didn't even think about what you said back then. What I said? Just as Yumizuka says, I remember nothing. I don't know what I said to her, but even if I had talked to her back then. It's okay. It's okay. Don't make a face like that. You were hanging out with Inu-kun, so it's normal for you to ignore other classmates. But that's okay. I was happy that just being in the same class as you, Shiki-kun. It was my goal to talk to you and let you call me Yumizuka-san. Now that I think about it, it was too small of a wish. She recalls nostalgically those ancient days, like she's remembering something that happened a long time ago. I was always watching you. I knew you'd never notice me, but I watched you anyway. Well, to be honest, I'm happy, but do you like me, Shiki-kun? I can answer her right now. I hate her! Skip. Ah! Mizuka's body trembles. Breathing painfully, she falls to her knees. Oh, this is because I killed her. A choking sound, spatting on the ground. Mizuka coughs heavily, and she spits out a lump of blood. Yumizuka! This time I do rush near her. Yumizuka, you okay? Yumizuka! I put my hand on her heaving shoulder. I feel a chill. Even through her clothes, I can feel the coldness of her body. Stupid, you're freezing. What are you doing out in the open on a night like this? Did I not kill her? I just, like, cut the thing out of myself? Suki-kun! Her voice is hollow as she says my name. Yuzuka collapses against me. As she pants, her breath, her warm breath brushes my skin. Yuzuka, it's okay if you don't like me, Suki-kun, because I really didn't understand you at all until now either. Yuzuka speaks as she coughs. It's alright, so don't talk. Are you gonna bite me? I take you to a hospital, but I understand now who you are and what you want to do. I really understand now because I like you. Because I became like you, Shiki-kun, saying that Yumizuka sinks her teeth into my neck. Ah, fading. My consciousness is fading. Yumizuka's fangs dig into my neck. Do 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 do. So you became like this because you said you saw me kill someone? So does that mean you like the other Shiki? But we look different. We look different, wouldn't we? So did you just like assume that I killed the other Shiki? And I was the real Tono Shiki? I'm being drained. As if all my life in my body is liquefied and sucked out. Without strength there are no thoughts. So my consciousness is not fading. It is simply being destroyed. Ah, there are no thoughts. I know I'll die if I stay like this, but I can't even. All the same, somewhere deep beyond my mind, my blood begins to boil. Yumizuka, both my arms push back out of pure reflex. She falls right on her behind. What? I stand up, but I can't. I'm so exhausted I can barely even lift an arm. Yumizuka sits as if in a drunken stammer. Ah, I can see her face clearly. Can't see her face clearly. Everything dims as my consciousness fades. I can't control my body either. All that exits is the pain in my neck. Blood gushes forth, gurgles forth. Mizuka's teeth marks remain in my neck. And through those two deep holes, something black is being poured into my body, in my veins. Somewhere beyond my reach, the black thing violates my whole body. As a small piece of the black thing goes through my veins, my body burns inside. Yeah, a pain as if my spine is about to be ripped out. Yeah. In pain, I feel the ground, but there is no relief. I cannot move since Mizuka was drained everything out of me, and the pain pours into me like a black snake. I cannot move, so the black thing crawls and twists as it pleases inside me. Yeah. I clung to the ground. With a glazed eyes, Yumizuka stares, looks at me. Yumizuka, what have you? It's okay. It only hurts at first. First it hurts, but when the blood mixes, it should die down. Don't worry. I won't kill you. I put my blood in properly, so you won't collapse and crumble away like those failures last night. You will only look at me from now on. Yumizuka whispers joyfully. What are you talking about, Yumizuka? I'm saying that I'm making both of us the same, Shiki-kun. Sucking people's blood instead of eating normal food. Nocturnal and unable to walk into the sun. You're going to be a different creature. What is that? Ridiculous, that's just like a vampire. I don't really understand it, how I became like this either. 2 nights ago, I went out to check the rumor that you were walking around in the shopping district every night, and then when I came to, I was lying down in that back alley. Back then, I thought it was just a cold, dark and painful. But strange, after a while, after my body was changed completely, and still a lot of things. My body hurt because it was being destroyed very fast, and the sunlight acts like a catalyst for that. And if I want to stop the destruction, I need the genetic information of the same type of living organism as myself. Yeah, I didn't understand that logic that well, but it was plain enough what I had to do. I was cold and it was lonely by myself. I didn't want to disappear, so I just grabbed a random person and sucked his blood. And you know what? It was really delicious. The pain went away and I thought I could do anything. But it was so nice But it was so nice that before I realized it was all gone. The man was all shriveled up like a mummy, and I felt really bad. I thought to myself that I turned into a monster, both in mind and body, but I had to do it in order to live. Like I said, I didn't kill them because I hated them. I sucked the blood the same way you people eat animals, so I decided not to think about it too deeply. What? What is this? Is it okay to kill other people in order to live? With that But it seems I've become a proper vampire. Tonight's meal was quite fun. Until now I've been sucking blood since I was cold and in pain, but now that I'm getting the hang of sucking blood, it's becoming more interesting. You understand, don't you, Shiki-kun? You're a much better killer than I am. What? What are you talking about, Yumizuka? I was always watching you, so I know your gentle side and your scary side. I never talked to you because I didn't understand your scary side. But I understand now, you're the same as me. It doesn't matter if you like or hate people. You could kill anyone, right? Yeah, I know what you mean by scary sides. I'm not Tono Shiki, I'm Tono Shiki. Don't be ridiculous. I've never even once had that thought. I'm not being ridiculous. I never understood the fragile air about you, but now my body has changed and I can understand. Shiki-kun, just you being there is flirting with death. Being here is flirting with death. There are natural born killers in this world, but even among them, you are the best. You know, I was really happy yesterday. It's the first time I was happy at becoming this way, because I finally understood you, Shiki-kun. I never knew you before. Shiki-kun, you're the same, right? You see someone and for no reason your heart throbs and your throat goes dry. That's a lie. That feeling I've never... I can't say I've never had it. See? A pure homicidal impulse without the influence of emotion. Your fragile side, which I always wanted to understand. I forgot to say one more thing. A vampire is someone whose blood has been sucked by a vampire, right? That's true, you know. To be precise, the person whose blood has just been sucked dies. Vampires pour their own blood into their victims as they drink to turn them into their own. So, what was in your blood? Back then was my blood. Something Yumizuka says with satisfaction. So this is your blood, huh? The black thing that still defiles my body. It's not even a mouthful, but it still causes unbelievable pain, enough to drive me to madness. Well, I guess that's long enough. Stand up, Shiki-kun. I hear Yumizuka's command. The pain fades. Feelings return to my limbs, and I can finally stand up. Good. From now on, we'll always be together, Shiki-kun. Now come here. Come to my side. Hold my hand and make me feel better. She holds out her hand, thumb. My heart pounds and my legs begin to move, but they don't move forward. They move backwards. Shiki-kun? Yumizuka's voice is perplexed. My heart throbs. My throat becomes dry. Every nerve in my body recognizes the person in front of me as an enemy. I start to breathe harder. This feeling. Desperately, I endure the poison of Yumizuka's blood and the burning impulse rising in my body. Why? Hey, what did you do what I told you to, Thump? My heart beats. Is this the impulse Yumizuka was talking about just a while ago? Thump, thump. My heart beats loudly, as if it's being ordered me to kill. Shiki-kun, you think straight, Yumizuka. Yumizuka looks at me as I breathe painfully. Why? Why didn't my blood work? I don't know, but it does feel like there's some mud in my body. That should be Yumizuka's vampire blood. If a mouthful of it could make me feel this sick, I can't imagine what pain it must be for Yumizuka whose body is filled with it. It hurts, she said. At least I understand what she meant. Let's stop, Yumizuka. It doesn't help you to do this. You're sick. We have to get you to a hospital and return your body to the way it was. I don't want this girl who cares for me to suffer anymore, but she glares at me with eyes filled with hate. My blood is definitely mixed with your blood, and you should already be a part of my body. Could it be someone else has control over you already? Like I said, I don't understand, Yumizuka. All I understand is you saying that it's dark, cold, and lonely. All I remember is your smile and smiling face a few days ago, telling me to help you whenever you're in a pinch. I didn't kill the blood this time. Okay. To be honest, I don't know what kind of creature a vampire is, but you have to kill and suck blood to live, and if you're still in pain, then I have to try and get you back to the way you are. Yumizuka, you said it hurts. Yeah? It still hurts even now. My blood vessels are still the same as they were when I was human, so they just flow. So just the flow of blood hurts, delicate and weak as they burst easily. But if I drink a lot of human blood, my blood vessels will just be fine. You said it's painful. Yes, my heart is in pain. I have to take other people's blood in order to live. I don't feel like it's a crime, but it hurts. I'm painfully afraid that the person I was I was just going to disappear, but I wouldn't be able to escape if I'm not alone. You said it's cold. Yeah, I'm cold. So I feel like my fingers will freeze off, but I don't think it's bad. I just can't feel warmth anymore. You asked for help desperately. I want help, but it's already too late. I can't go back to who I used to be. Yumizuka says, smiling just as she did back then. Why? Why did you end up like that way? Why? That's what I want to know. When I woke up, I had this body, and just had this thirst for human blood I needed to fulfill. It would have been much easier if I had just died instead. But I guess it can't be helped. Like people eating animals to live, I have to eat people too. What is that? What are you talking about? What are you saying such things? Why are you saying such things, Yumizuka? And even accept the fact that I just shout. Yumizuka is silent and only shakes her head. Why? Are you saying you can't laugh and walk and talk normally again like before? It was only 2 days ago. That's right. Just 2 days ago as a creature on your side. It was like a dream. I understand now that I've lost it. Yes, it was really like a dream. I would always, give anything to go back then, but it's impossible. I can't go back. I have to live on like this, cold, painful, and alone. Yuzuka looks down. Her cold body trembles. Help me, Shiki-kun. A faint voice escapes her throat. I'm scared. It's really cold and I'm alone no matter where I go. So please help me. I understand. I remember the trifling promise I made on my way home from school 2 days ago. Yeah, I'll do whatever I can. Really? To change you back to into the old Yumizuka Satsuki, I'll do anything. Her answer is very different from mine. Aha! Shiki-kun, you're still thinking about turning me back. Honestly, you're so kind. It's a great contradiction for someone who loves to kill to be so gentle about anything else. Yumasuka chuckles happily. I told you it's impossible. You can't help me like that, Shiki-kun. What then? What should I do? There's nothing I can do. I want to help you. There's nothing I can do. That's not true. There is something you can do to help me, Shiki-kun. Saying so, Yumasuka steps forward. Thump. A chill runs through my back, sensing the danger. How can I help you, Yumasuka? It's easy. You just have to become my friend. Shh. Red piercing eyes stare at me and I can't breathe. This is bad. I realize it, but my legs are not moving. Friend, what? Then I won't be alone and I won't be cold or scared. No, if you become mine, I'll become even happier than I was when I was a human. Dump. My heart beats even faster. Yuzuka reaches out with her arms and straight for my neck. Her speed is like a bullet, but somehow I can see it perfectly, or I felt like I saw it perfectly, and I dropped to the ground. Yeah, I twist my head desperately and throw myself to the ground. With a whoosh, Yuzuka's arm passes over my head. What? Can't be. The target and the attacker. We gaze at each other in amazement. Yuzuka, you. Shiki-kun. Yuzuka looks down at me aghast. I know I have to run away, but my body's still frozen. Thump. My heart rings like a bell. My hand grabs the thing in my pocket, and in spite of my paralyzed mind, Yuzuka doesn't move. Only her eyes change from a surprise to delight. I get it. I thought it would be simple to get you into my possession, but thump. Tonight will be quite entertaining, won't it, Tonokin? Her red, piercing eyes are hungry for blood. Her arms extended brutishly, mercilessly. Every hair on my body stands on end. Before I'm torn apart, my hand takes the knife out of my pocket. Thump. Eh? The movement of my arm is faster than my voice. With a swish, the knife slices through Yumizuka's thigh. Yeah! Yumizuka screams shrilly. I look in shock at my arm. There is the bloody knife that sliced open her leg. Ah! My senses return. My body moves. Before I realize that I'm fleeing from Yumizuka as I tremble. So I didn't kill her, and I still have her thinking inside of me. I breathe widely as I just run. Why did I? I don't know. I don't understand why or how I stabbed her. Thump. My heart rings out, and before I knew it, I had sliced her leg with my knife. Mizuka's blood flows over the knife. The feeling of tearing flesh reminds me into my arm. Why? Really, why did I do such a thing? I only wanted to help Mizuka Satsuki. Somehow remembering her face makes my heart throb, my heart beat louder. A fear and excitement. Mizuka is trying to kill me. My heart pounds in response to the danger. I, Tonoshiki, cannot uh, compete with that creature. It's like apples and humans. How can the one getting eaten oppose that which eats them? It's already like that. Just as Tonoshiki eats a tomato with no opposition, with Mizuka Satsuki, I am not from a tomato. If she finds me, if she catches me, she'll kill me. So I'm running away. I run and feel that I'm still alive. I went through the night. For now I just run. For what? That's clear. Because if I don't, I'll get caught. I feel the presence of Yumizuka Satsuki behind me. The presence which felt like a needle before gets larger and looms mercilessly behind me. Pan. I went to escape, but who am I running from? It was a beautiful smile. The smile of Yuma Satsuki, remembering her days at junior high school, was truly gentle. Shit. Such a thing. How could such a thing happen? Yuma Zuka became a monster who kills people and drinks their blood. Suddenly something hits my back and I'm knocked to the ground. Ugh. Since I fell over, my body is covered with scrapes, but my back hurts far more than right now. With the impact on my back, just like from a weapon, but breathing becomes impossible. What? It's hard to say it, but the words vanish. Something falls onto the ground next to me. That thing just smashed into me as rolling. Person? It was some guy, arms and legs twisted. Ah, blood flows from the man's body. Red blood flows over the asphalt, staining my body red. A human body without a head. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you. My reflexes have improved, but I guess there's a problem if my aim is too accurate. A delighted voice comes from behind me. Ah, still on the ground I look behind me. What I see there is Himazuka Satsuki walking, with a human head in one hand. I'm sorry, Suki-kun. It hurts, right? I just tried to surprise you by throwing it ahead of you. After she apologizes, Yumizuka tosses the severed head away. Yumizuka, what was that? Oh, this? I ran into him while I was running after you. He was being a little noisy, so I ripped off his mouth. I tasted a bit of his blood, but drunk people's blood should smell so taste so nasty. Shiki-kun, you should only choose young and healthy bodies too. Speaking so pleasantly, she approaches with a smile. It's nothing like the smile from back then. Bye-bye, she said. There are no similarities with the person who waved and departed back then. You really don't think of killing people, Yumizuka? Anything like killing people? I don't. Talking humans and edible humans are different. Even you make a difference between them. Friends and families. Friends to be killed. Right, Tonakin? I don't think so at first. Last night I really hated myself too. But I had to drink blood to ease the pain, so I killed a lot of people. Each time I killed someone, my body stopped hurting and my heart hurt more. She stopped for a moment. For a moment Yumizuka Satsuki looked very down sadly, but I came to understand. Right now, it will still hurt a little bit, but even that will fade, because beyond the guilt of killing people, the wonderful feeling of taking their lives away was so much stronger. I told you, didn't I? That I will be like you, Shiki-kun. Don't worry, I'll become a splendid vampire who enjoys killing, just like you. Yumizuka approaches with a smile. Thinks that's a lie. I say so when you realize that even that is a lie. It's such a poor lie that even I can be deceived. It's hopeless. She's hopeless. Yumizuka Tsuki cannot be saved. Even my remaining resolve lost to that sole conclusion. I stand up, grasping the knife tightly. She's going to suck my blood anyway. I don't plan on losing my life and becoming one of those vampires. So, there was only one thing to do from the beginning. Yumizuka, I can't save you. That's not true. If you just cooperate, we'll be happy together. Now, that's a twisted happiness, Yumizuka, but I made a promise. We have to help you in some way. Saying so, I take off my glasses. As an ache floods my head. For the first time, I accept this vision in order to kill someone. I see. Well, I'm I'm glad you're motivated, Shiki, but it's too late. The race is already over. This race is already over. But what just happened? In an instant, Yumizuka disappeared. I can see her face beside me, and at a moment, something slams into my side. Geek. My back hurts. There's a simple attack, and I'm slammed into a wall of the building. Grasping, grasping my knife tightly, I somehow manage to stand. Oh, you can still move. You're reliably strong, aren't you, Shiki-kun? Since you were always troubled by anima, I thought you were weak. Yumizuka's voice draws nearer. Breathing is rough. What is this? I have made a serious mistake. It's useless to expect anything from that knife. To me, you look as if you've stopped. Even if you had a gun, it would be useless. Her laughing voice is full of amusement. Ugh, then that's the mistake. I can see the lines along which things break, but I'm just a human who can see that. My opponent is many times faster than me. Like Mizuka, I can't even touch those lines. In other words, against her, it's useless, even if I can see these lines. Oh? Well, it can't be helped. I'm going to be a little rough. Don't worry, if your head and heart are intact, I can do something. With a crash, everything becomes black. Mizuka's hands grabbing my arm and threw me like that. Like a soccer ball, I was thrown, and I fell to the ground on my back. Aggie, I can't see. My body's in such pain, I can't see anything. Hey now, you shouldn't be sleeping there, Shiki-kun. Going to the sides quickly. Right where I was, Yumizuka's arms pound the ground. The sound of asphalt breaking apart reaches my ears. Ag, I force my numb body to move. My vision is still pitch black. All I can see is Yumizuka's presence. You. Standing up and facing her presence, I raise my knife. I said it was useless. Why can't you just accept it calmly, Shiki-kun? Her presence sneers. Thump. The sound of my heartbeat. It might be because I can't see anything. This time I easily slip through her grasp. No way, Yuzuka's surprised voice. I know her back is facing me, but since I can't see her, I can't do anything. From there, a hostile, killing presence grows stronger. Why you? I said don't move. Her voice. Impending death. I blindly swing to meet them. Kia! The sound of rending flesh. I just sliced her arm. Kia! Mizuka, are you okay? Saying so, I hate how stupid I am. Why are you worrying about someone who's trying to kill me? Ah, my body floats. I am hit from the front and flying through the air. Ah, my vision returns. Is it because her attack was so strong? Back alley. It seems I flew all the way to the back alley. The alley wall. I feel the hard wall against my back. Ah, my consciousness starts to fade. Suddenly Mizuka mercilessly presses forward. Liar. Her voice full of hatred, she swings her arm towards me. I can't move. Since I can't move, all I can do is be killed. Eh? The wall shakes. Mizuka's arm only pounds the wall next to me. Liar! You said you'd help me when I was in a pinch. Again, she starts to break areas away from me. Why? Am I not good enough because I became like this? But I couldn't help it. I didn't become like this because I wanted to. Bam, bam. Like a child throwing a tantrum, she keeps screaming. It hurts so, it's so painful, but why won't you help me, Shiki-kun? You promised to help me, so why? Bam, bam. A forlorn, anguished voice. In a situation where she could kill me anytime, for some reason my fear of impending death starts to fade away. Shiki-kun, if you could be by my side, I could even bear this pain. Why can't you accept me? How foolish. Her words aren't ones of hate directed towards me. Yuzuka was only crying this whole time because she can't help it. Her voice dwindles away. Only able to move my fingers, I look at her. How come? Mizuka looks at my unmoving body as if she was surprised, as if she was waking from a nightmare and regretting what she's done. Shiki-kun, I never meant to. Her voice is trembling. I guess she's calmed down, but her voice still sounds like she is about to cry. It's okay. You don't need to blame yourself like that. Even if you don't, even if your mind and body turns into a vampire, in the end, you're still just a pitiful victim. In any case, I can't move. Mizuka, if you say you are alone, in so much pain and so cold. There's only one thing I can do. It's okay, Yumizuka. Shiki-kun, you can suck my blood if you want. It's a promise. I'll be with you, okay? I think my voice was kinder than I ever was. But hesitating, she quietly kneels by me and holds me. Is it really okay? My voice is mingled with hesitation and happiness. What? You came after me because you wanted to do that, right? Why are you hesitating now, Yumizuka-san? But I really want to, but if I do that, I really will be hopeless. That last line barely escapes her lips. How ironic. Suddenly she has become a vampire, yet in her most important part, a human heart remains. Because her heart remains, Yumizuka Satsuki still feels pain over being a vampire, being human. As long as that part remains human, she will be in pain. It hurts, doesn't it? So it's okay. I can't help you, but shouldn't we just do things your way? Shiki-kun, she nods, and she brings her lips to my neck. I'm getting bit. Ah. Ah. Disappearing. The remaining high in my body fades away quickly. Quiet. Such a quiet death. I don't have any power to break free. The lines in my vision should disappear soon too. Cold. Were you bearing this much colder by yourself, Yumizuka? The universe had sorry and pitied you. I do understand your pain at all. But that's over. Tonoshiki will soon disappear and everything will end. My heartbeat goes farther away. My body's warm, but everything that is living ceases. A familiar sensation. That summer day 8 years ago, a hatching's cold. Thump, after screaming loudly, my heart stops. And everything that is Tonoshiki disappears. End. I got a bad ending? Oh, what did I do? Seal, what did I do? I did the same thing as last time. This is I hate her. Now the hint towards corner for Tono has reached another bad ending. It's time for Teach Me Seal. The second period class of the third day will be about to unveil in love. The reason you died this time is simple, Tono-kun. What is it? There wasn't enough incentive in you to pull Yumizuka off you since she beat you. Bonds of family are very important. Classmates are also important. You have to make sure you concern yourself with being a good Oni-chan, and you have to somehow answer your classmates' love. Yes, you have obligations to both of them. So, little piece of advice, Toniku, it's probably good if you go back and show Yumizuka some sincerity. Well then, let's meet again in the next classroom. I think I was a good Oni-chan, so fine, I'll lie to Yumizuka and say I'm madly in love with her, and I can't go a day without thinking about her. Okay. I like her. To be honest, I don't know. But I can't just leave you alone. Yes. Since I talked to Yumizuka 2 days ago, she has never left my mind. So that must mean, unlike your case, I don't feel like I've known you for years, but even though I know it was dangerous, I still came here. I think I do like you. Yumizuka looks at me aghast. I stare back at her. No. She shakes her head. She seems about to burst into tears. I don't want that, Yumizuka-san, because that just makes me look stupid. She's still aghast. Yumizuka looks down as she murmurs. Oh, I died again? What? Yumizuka, I can't answer. Maybe this makes me a horrible person, but those are my true feelings. I never had any special feelings for my classmate Yumizuka Satsuki. I only came here because what happened on the way home 2 days ago left such an impression on me, I couldn't forget about it. I thought so. You never knew I existed, so you couldn't have fallen in love with me. You've only viewed this scene. You've already viewed this scene. You've already... Ah! Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Wait, yeah. I didn't go far enough back. I'm in the perpetual loop of losing. Why? Let's do the second scene, okay. I already viewed this scene. I already viewed this scene. I'll go look for Yumizuka. That's something I didn't do last time. But what if I did look for her? That would show incentive. Not incentive, it would show initiative. Which should show love, maybe. I just can't let her be. I know that looking for Yumizuka is dangerous. No matter what her reason is, she didn't kill that many people. But I can't let it go. That way, home is in the sunset. I cannot forget the last words she said. I'll go. Obsessing over it won't do any good. I changed my clothes and slipped my knife into my pocket. I tiptoed over the mansion as to make sure not to wake Akio or the others. The lights in the lobby are out. It's a dark, lonely place, perfect for a secret departure. Creak, creak, I go down the stairs, which creak only when they shouldn't, and walk quietly to the door and... Nissan? You're going out at this hour? Akia, it's not what it looks like. I was just going to profess my love to a vampire girl, so she doesn't kill me. Already in the lobby, Akia speaks quietly. Akia-sama, you got back, huh? Yes, just a little while ago. But anyway, what are you doing, Nissan? You've changed your clothes, so it appears you're going out. Akia gazes intently at me. It's not a look of blame, she's merely gazing at me uneasily. You're going out to get hurt again like last night, aren't you, Nissan? I'm sorry. A friend of mine is in trouble. I can't let her go. I see. I'm sure you're going to go even if I stop you, Nissan. Yeah, but I won't do anything dangerous. I'm just going to check it out a bit. I'm sorry to cause you trouble like this when I've only just come home. Saying so, I begin walking out. Ah. A soft voice comes from behind. Nissan. A weak voice so unlike Akia's usual tone. It's just that, like her voice 8 years ago, tinged with unease. Akia? You'll come back, won't you? Akia's weak, vulnerable face has none of its earlier coldness, but like Akia's childhood face, it's close to tears. Akia, Akia, I feel like this will give me motivation to push up a vampire girl. What are you talking about? I'm only going off for a moment. You shouldn't make a face like that. I know, but it's okay. I'll come right back. I'm sorry, Akia. I've always been causing you trouble. Nissan? Ignoring Akia's voice behind me, I leave the mansion. Outside a moonlight night. Perhaps because I saw Akia's unsettled expression, for some reason I feel I may never return here. I arrive at the shopping district. If Yumizuka's anywhere, she'll most likely be here. It's because the murder victims are found near this shopping district. Damn it, what am I thinking? I curse my own logic, but at least I'm more likely to find her than anyone else. Putting aside all the thoughts, I start to look around for Yumizuka. How long has it been? There's no sign of Yumizuka in the back alleys nor in the crowds. I rest my body burning from all the running. It's almost midnight. I might be useless to keep looking around. Where has she gone? I start walking again. There's one place I haven't looked yet. I'll give her up after my body can't really move anymore. To the park? Leaving the brightly lit main street behind, I arrive at the park. Because of the recent serial killings, there's not a soul to be seen around here. Even though I can't imagine Yumizuka being here, it's the only place left to look. The park is empty at night. There isn't a sound under the moonlight. I don't know why, but a chill runs through me. The back of my head numbs. A horrible chill as if my whole body freezes to my fingertips. I try to catch my breath in contrast to my cold body. My throat is scorching. It's dry with thirst. I put my hand in my pocket. I just wanted a blade in my hand. Why? Just a faint headache, a low temperature. My mind is cold like ice. Haven't I seen this? Something is strange. Why can't I skip it? This park, it feels like something bad is around here. A little more till I reach the center of this park. Shake the headache up and walk deeper in. Okay. There's no one around. A terribly dark, lonely place to meet someone. Someone is crouched, breathing raggedly, her face white, pale white as she scratches her throat in pain. That is Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka! I guess there is joy of finding her. Not thinking about last night, I ran towards her. Oh, wait! Yumizuka stops me with just a word. Wait, Shiki-kun. I'm glad you came, but I don't want you any nearer right now. Please don't come any closer. Her breathing looks painful. Her body convulses as she speaks, as if she's about to collapse any second now. Don't be stupid. I'm not going to leave someone looking as painful as you alone. No, I'm okay. You came, so I'm fine now. Forcing herself up, Yumizuka smiles at me. It seems like a show of bravo, but I can't approach her. I do at least understand that Yumizuka doesn't want me near her. What's going on, Yumizuka? Why haven't you been home? What was that about yesterday? Why that? That what? But damn it, I don't know. I really don't understand anything, Yumizuka. Really? You saw what happened yesterday. I told you I killed those people, didn't I? She answers frankly. It's almost as if she's laughing at my feelings of denial. And the recent killings in the town were all you're doing, Yumizuka? I don't like to say it, but that's the way it is, yeah. What the hell do you mean that's the way it is? It's just the way it is. I killed those people and I'll keep on doing the same thing. I can't just lie about it, can I? Yumizuka, please, stop calling me that. I'm calling you Shiki-kun, so it's only fair for you to call me by my first name too. What? I take a deep breath. Yumizuka is still like before. Even though she acts like she used to, she still says some pretty crazy things. Well, when I think about it, I look foolish. I could never talk to you like this all those 8 years ago. His dialogue's also the same. It's okay. Don't make a face like that. You were only hanging out with Inukun, so do I like her? I hate you, Yumizuka! Well, this is over. Toshiki will soon disappear and everything will end. Ah, end, is that okay? You'll come back, right? Akia said that. My sister, I left alone for 8 years. That black-haired girl, I have nothing for you as a brother. Always Tono Akia was alone in that mansion. Before I faced Yumizuka with my knife, to bring her salvation from death. And now I'm giving up my life to save her with my life. But doing that, who would be saved? At least for Tonoshiki, it's not helping someone he cares the most about. Akia, I can't die. Even if I'm wrong, I can't die now. Yumizuka, my knife moves. The lines on her chest, lines on the heart of the girl who believed in herself, hoping for some last salvation. I'll plunge my knife deeply into it. Shiki-kun? Satsuki's lips pull back. The power there turns to nothing. Sorry, I couldn't help you, Yumizuka. This is the only thing I can. If she can't escape from the pain, then at least I can let her have her painless death. I see. I knew it. You couldn't be with me, right, Tonokan? Her voice is terribly peaceful, just like the way home in the sunset 2 days ago. But I'm still happy. If it was just a brief moment you chose me, Tonokan. Yeah, in the end, maybe dying like this isn't so bad. All the pain is gone, and the scary emotions have disappeared like magic. I feel like something blowing at my feet. Looking there, I see Yumizuka's legs have turned to ash from the knees down. Ah, it's a little warm right now. This must be your one, Tonokan. She speaks happily. This pure regret. It's so much I want to die. I've prepared myself. I prepared myself when I betrayed her. Whatever hateful words she might say. So why? Why this peaceful, happy voice? She doesn't even blame me at all. Sorry, I was powerless. I'm the lowest. My eyes are burning. Inside my brain, my vision wavers. Ah, Tonokan, you're crying. You really are kind. After I did all those terrible things, you still cried for me. Yeah, that's what I like about you. That's what I like most about you. I watched you since middle school, Tonokan, so I always knew about what side of you no one else did. her proud voice, and the sensation of something drifting away on the wind. My lower body doesn't exist anymore. I wanted to talk more with you, Tonakan. Normally just as classmates to talk more. That's why I really don't want to die now. I can't say anything. I don't have any words for her. At the very end, she leans her head against my forehead. But this is for sure the best way. So don't cry, Tonakan. You did the right thing. The sensation of the knife gets lighter. Satsuki's body doesn't have a heart anymore. It seems like I won't be able to talk anymore. Well, my house is this way. So this is goodbye then. Yumizuka. Yeah, bye-bye, Tonakan. Thank you and sorry. Whoosh! Like ash scattered by the wind, Yumizuka Satsuki completely disappears before my eyes. Her fingers disappear like it was just a mirage. All that remains is this dizziness. I killed her. I wanted to save her. I even said I would save her, but in the end I killed her to save myself. But still, it would have been okay for her to call me alive at the very end. If she did that, I really could have turned into a bad person, so why? Thank you. Sorry. She didn't have to say thank you. There was no reason to apologize. I killed you. But she thanked me. That's why I really did want to save her. I still have a blood inside of me, so I'm like a weird half-infected guy. My numb body stands up on its own. I can't think of anything right now. Are my mind and body separate things? Mindlessly dragging my body, I exit the alley. The door opens with a creak. Covered in wounds, I finally make it back to the mansion. Ah, Aki is in the lobby. Was she waiting for me this whole time? Right now I can't understand anything. Nissan, what were you doing this whole time? What time do you think? Nissan, you look. Aki is shocked. Why? I can't even bring myself to want to think about what's so shocking for her. Nissan, hang in there. What in the world happened? You have all these wounds and you look terrible. I don't say anything. No, I can't say anything. I don't even know what Akira is saying. Akira gasps silently and then walks towards me. Anyway, I will have to treat you. Nissan, can you walk? Yeah, I'm alive so I can walk. I'll treat your wounds, so please come to the sitting room. And take a bath. That'll be impossible, so I'll have to wipe you with warm water. Akira disappears with quick footsteps. Akira takes care of me by herself. She wipes off my dirty body with a towel and goes as far as to make me food and accompanies me to my room. During that time, I couldn't even say a single word. Then I'll go back to my room. Please rest well tonight, Nissan. Without even saying anything. In the end, she doesn't even ask anything and quietly walks away, just disappearing. Just like the girl I killed. As I said that, I grab Akia's arms. Nissan. Then I embrace Akia strongly. Unable to be alone, I wanted to feel someone's body's warmth. Akia. I embrace her without thinking. Akia doesn't say anything. Even though she definitely should pull away, she doesn't resist my trembling body. Like this, all I wanted was to stay like this. I'm the worst, I confess. For my sin, I escaped to Akia. I wanted to save her, but I couldn't do anything. As if seeking salvation, I squeezed Akia tighter. There's no response from Akia. As if repelled by some weakness, Akia pulls away. Nissan? I don't know what happened to you. I think it's something I shouldn't ask about either. I cannot give you any answers. You have to solve your own problems, so please do not run away from something like this. Her words are really right on target. Her rebuke is so correct. I finally returned to myself. Sorry, just forget about it, please. Akia walks to the door without answering. She tries to leave, but she suddenly stops. I will not ask what happened. But when you left, I was very frightened. I felt like you would not return. Like 8 years ago, I had the same premonition. But you did come back, Nissan. You said you were unable to save someone, but at the least you were able to save me from that premonition. So welcome back, Nissan. Just your return has made me so happy, so please keep that in mind. Saying that embarrassingly, she gives a quick bow. Akia, this is all I have to say. I will be very close so my stone Nissan can understand. I'm saying please don't leave your cute little sister alone again. I see, I get it. But cute? It's not right to say such things about yourself, Akia. I finally managed a response, but with just that, Akia gives a boastful smile. Yes, then I will see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a new day. Sweet dreams tomorrow. Okay. I won't allow you to be looking like that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Akio leaves. Looking at my body covered in wounds, lie in bed. Ah, deep. As if I'm saying goodbye to us to something. I let out a deep sigh. Sorry, you, Mizuka. I decided I shouldn't be full of regret after all. Everything about what happened with her will be an undeniable scar, but I shouldn't believe it was the right thing to do. I knew it was a sin. I will have to accept my punishment someday, but I can't have regret for being alive right now. I'm back, Akia. I mumbled aloud my heartfelt thanks. My mind starts to drift. My exhausted mind and body swiftly approach sleep. In that instant, I thought it would be good for me to be alive. It's good for me to be alive. At the very least, I have a home to return to, and waiting for me there is my priceless family. Okay. Dark scars, okay. Alright, I save over this. Did I save over it? I saved over it, okay. Now I return to title, and I quit. What happened this time? Uh, uh, I got bit and I am infected. I'm infected. Infected blood.